Where do you go when there's no place left to go? Boyd drifted, a gel-encased speck a few miles over Mars. His well-worn spaceship, the Angel's Promise, and the Black Tide Raider's spiky spacecraft receded into the cosmic black. His desperate leap to seize the Raider's vessel had failed. Now, encased in shimmering pink heat-resistant gel, with the CCR mask feeding him air, he faced the stark truth. He was alone, adrift, with only 2 hours of oxygen. The Raiders still infested his ship, their rusty vessel draining the Angel's power. "Tulip," he rasped into his ear implant. "Initiate a full power surge. Send everything through the siphoning lines into their ship." His AI assistant paused, calculating.
That'll overload their systems and kill the Angel's Promise.
Boyd's jaw tightened. "Tulip, please." Moments later, a blinding flash erupted from the Angel's Promise, energy surging through the lines. Bolts of electrical discharge rippled across the pirate ship's hull, fire flaring in its windows. The Angel's Promise flickered out, a dead hulk, no longer a prize for the Raiders. It was a tomb for any still aboard, a powerless wreck. Boyd watched, his chest heavy. His ship, his home, was gone. Memories flooded in, not just the good times, but vivid moments where his own perfectionism had pushed his family and crew away. He recalled specific arguments with his wife and the frustrating silence that often followed conversations with his son. His need for control, a burden he'd carried for so long, had maintained the Angel's Promise, but also isolated him. Now, it was just him and Tulip.
I've logged the Angel's coordinates.
Tulip assured him.
We'll come back for her.
His CCR respirator mask was labeled Fortunate Son. He certainly didn't feel like one. The mask had 1 hour of oxygen remaining. Had he been floating for an hour already? The faint tug of Mars's gravity stirred him. Atmospheric friction caused the gel to glow. Tulip's voice shifted, urgent.
Boyd, you're entering the atmosphere.
At least he wasn't going to die from suffocation alone in space. Now he would fall from the sky like a single fiery hailstone. "What the hail?" he exclaimed, craning his neck to examine the horizon through the fiery glow. "I have an idea. Where's the North Pole?"
To the north.
"I know that. Which way?"
To your right.
His new harebrained idea was to skydive towards the pole and glide, wingsuit style, onto the snow. Hopefully he could bleed off enough speed and the snow could cushion his landing. Tulip confirmed previous space dives by wingsuit pilots, but none of them had attempted it with a makeshift gel wingsuit. The lower Martian gravity, Tulip noted, would give him a better chance than an Earth re-entry. Boyd spread his arms and legs, shaping the gel's pliable mass, his heart pounding as flames screamed around him.
Try aiming for the horizon.
Tulip instructed.
"All I see is fire!"
He gritted out.
Make small adjustments. I'm tracking you via satellite feeds.
"How's this?"
he asked, tweaking the gel's shape.
Good. A bit more. There. Maintain that position.
Soon the fire faded, revealing the Martian North Pole's snowy expanse below. Turbulence threatened to shake the consciousness out of him.
Rescue services are alerted.
Tulip said.
They'll meet you at your landing or crash site.
Boyd plummeted, the gel holding firm. Tulip instructed him to pull up hard into a braking maneuver at the last second. He crashed into the snow, the impact softened by the cushioning powder and the gel's elasticity. Later, Christmas lights glowed through a Martian house dome's window. Boyd stood on the porch, an arm in a cast, neck braced, his hair perfectly sculpted as usual. He knocked. The door swung open, revealing his son, eyes widening at his father's injuries. Boyd smiled wearily. "I flew all the way in from orbit, and boy are my arms tired." His son's eyes softened.
"Mom, come here."
Boyd's wife appeared, her gaze taking in his injuries.
Are you still Mr. Perfectionist?
She asked, one brow raised. Boyd gulped, then ruffled his hair into a shaggy mess. Her lips curved, a silent nod to his change. She stepped aside, revealing his son, friends, and family gathered in the warm glow, connection he'd once pushed away. The void had taught him, perfection wasn't control. It was this. Where do you go when there's no place left to go? You return home. That was It Came Out of the Sky, Episode 3, Lasting Impact, a StoryBurst series by Wayne Brandenburg. Inspired by Addie's writing prompt, Free Falling Out into Nothing. Thanks, Addie. Leave a comment with a 5-word prompt. You might inspire a future StoryBurst.